Poncho from Another Day's Walk here, and today I am reviewing the Altra Lone Peak 4s. I'm about to jump right into that review, but real quick I want to make a little announcement. I want to congratulate Frosty, New Hampshire, and Wild on the Trail for being chosen by Frozen Outdoor Adventures for his mentoring. Congratulations to you three. I'm sure it will help you on the trail, and I could not see three better people for the position that you guys are in. One other thing that I forgot to add in there, I want to give a little shout out to a video and to a fellow hiker of mine, actually a Tramley member of mine, or we're in the same Tramley, and that is Camper 2020. He is hiking for charity. I'm not going to tell you much about the story because there's a great story. It will touch every single one of you, no matter if you think it will or not, old or young, families, don't have families. All of you will get something out of the story and out of what he is doing. So I will have the link to that video in the description. Please check it out. I think everyone should see that video and should see what he is doing. And I think it is a great, great thing. Now, finally, let's get into the review. First off, real quick, let me tell you, I have wore these shoes for over a month now. And I have not only just wore them on trail, but I have wore them every single day. I'm actually wearing a different pair of shoes right now, and it feels so weird, but it felt kind of weird the first time I wore the Altra Lone Peak 4s, and I am about to explain why. First off, I'm just going to go over the stats of the shoes, and then I'm going to put them on, lace them up, and kind of tell you my opinion on the shoes. This is not sponsored. Most of you guys probably never thought it was sponsored to begin with, but I'm just letting you guys know. This is all just based on my opinions and my opinions only. The only thing that is 100% true is the stats I give you at the beginning, because that is the stats that the shoe company lists for themselves. So you could find that yourself, but I'm just going to list it all real quick for you so you know what the stats are, and then I will go over my opinions. Here are the shoes. I got them in orange and gray. This is a trail running shoe. It is made for rugged trail. It has moderate cushion, 0 heel to toe drop. It is an ankle style shoe. It is laced up. The upper is mesh. The lining is nylon. The midsole is a dual layer EVA A-bound. The support is a 5mm contour footbed. The outsole is rubber. It has a rock plate. The pair of shoes weigh 1 pound 3 ounces together, and this is a men's 13, so you know the size of the shoe. And that is the stats of my Altra Lone Peak 4s. Now let me go out, lace them up, and kind of tell you my opinion on them. Alrighty guys, I got the shoes all laced up. I'm kind of going to show you around them. Let you see all the fun etching on the sides and on the backs. These are gator ready. It has the trap on the back of them right there. It also has these things on the side, and everything you need for gators, these shoes are equipped for. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my feet before I tell you my opinion. I have a very wide foot, and I am also not quite flat-footed, but about as close as you can get. So that will affect the way I feel about these shoes, and I wanted to point that out before I told you how I feel about the shoes. Overall, I give these shoes an 8.5 out of 10, and probably my favorite hiking shoe I've ever wore. I really like these shoes. They are comfortable, they work for everything I need, and they do everything I want them to do. I will tell you a couple of downfalls I found with the shoe. Actually, only one. Only one thing with these shoes that I ended up fixing and now is perfectly fine. For the first 2.5 weeks, the shoes did fine. But I'm not going to lie to you, I did not hike in the shoes much for the first 2.5 weeks. Then when I went on the first trail, which was my last video, you've seen that, the first trail in these shoes. I've done quite a few since then, but not as long and in depth, and I didn't film them. But the first trail you've seen, when I was going up and down hill, the insole started getting loose and just going all over the place. And after that, every time I would walk in the shoes, the insole would slide all the way to the back of the shoe, and my toes would be off the insole, and it could almost cause a blister or something like that with the crease right in your big toe. You know what I'm saying? What I did is where I work at Advanced Auto Parts, I took Loctite and put it on the bottom of my insole, and I Loctited it down. And ever since I Loctited the insoles down, they are great as can be. I absolutely love these shoes. They give my feet enough room. They tighten down really nicely. I normally have problem with my heels and shoes because I get blisters quite easily on the back of my heel. I have not even got rubbing with normal cotton socks, not even counting my wool socks or my darn toughs. So that tells you something just right there. These shoes work with many different socks. They are very comfortable, and they perform very well for what I need them to. They dry out extremely quick. They are extremely breathable. Now, I will tell you, if it is cold outside and you don't have that nice of socks on, you are going to tell it is cold outside because the air will blow right through your shoes and freeze your little toes off unless you have wool socks on. So that is another somewhat downfall. But for the winter, for the summertime, you will have all kinds of breathability in these shoes and air out. And also that's probably why they dry so quick. So it's not the biggest downfall you could have in a shoe. The rock plate in the bottom, I've never really tested it. I kind of tested it whenever I did that hike as well, going up some little gravel and rocks. But I haven't used the shoe enough in that type of situation to tell you how well it works and how well it benefits. But altogether, like I said, an 8.5 out of 10. And the only reason why I give it an 8.5 is because of the insole problem, or it would probably be a 9 or a 9.5. But it's something you could easily fix with probably normal super glue. Just we had Loctite that was store use, and I used it on my insoles and haven't had a problem since. It's been probably about a week because I let it do it for a week and then I fixed it because it's driving me insane. But yeah, the shoes are a great shoe. It is extremely wide compared to most, so be aware of that if you order them online. They are really wide. I believe it is true to sizing. I normally wear a 13. These are a 13, and I have a thumb's width, which is exactly what you need. The bottom tread has the footprint. But yeah, so I recommend these shoes. I would recommend trying them on and wearing them in store before purchasing them. If possible, I wasn't able to do that. I had to order these offline. I kind of just threw a wrench at it, but I got them on sale on REI for like $80. I believe they're still the same price on REI. So if you want to jump over there and look at them or maybe pick them up, go ahead and do so. It's not my fault if you don't. It's not my fault if you do. Don't take this review to heart. Don't say he likes them, I'm going to like them, because everyone is different. I don't know how many times I want to add that in there. Everyone is different with their feet, and it just happens to be this one works 10 times better than anything else I've ever tried for what I'm using them for. Now, right here at the end of this video, I'm going to add a little bit of thing called Poncho's Tales, I guess you could say, where I do so much through the week and I never get to talk to you guys. I'm gonna add this little thing into end of every video. Just something that's happened to me through the week or through that day, and today it happened today at work. And this is what it is. We had a meeting at work. Not going to tell you what job it was, but we had a meeting at work, and they had the older employees tell the younger employees how to get ready for life and how they can benefit their life through working and stuff like that. And they went to this one guy. I'm not going to tell you this guy's name because I shouldn't tell you stuff like that on YouTube or any internet platform. But Roger, they talked to Roger, and Roger said there's only 2 ways to benefit your life. It is either 1, retire early, or 2, get on welfare, or whatever comes first. So that was the funniest thing I've ever heard in the moment. I kind of wanted to show you guys that and let you guys hear that little bit at the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to join the Sunnyside Squad, and like always, I'll see you on the sunny side.